Good afternoon. I'm going to give you a 2-minute walkthrough of this Blackboard environment for all of you to use with your students, candidates. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the terminology. Just to give you a quick overview so that you feel a little more comfortable working in this environment. When you log in, you and your students will always come to the announcements area. This is what your students will always see. We call this the student view. You, as the professor, instructor, faculty, can click the control panel to modify. The students will never be able to get into this control panel. Back here is where you can add and upload and do all kinds of fun things to change, to add, to modify, whatever works for you. There is a grade center. You can build online tests. I can help you with that. You can add external links, you can add in new assignments, you can add into the course documents and or course information. Let's take a look very quickly at course information. So when I click on it, I am in this space. Let me make my screen a little smaller so you can see what I see. I am in the space. The students never see this menu bar up here. Item, folder, external link, course link, test. Students don't see any of this. You notice I have one item here. It's called What is this place? Now if I want to change what I've got there, all I have to do is click Modify. Modify opens it up so I can come in here and I can add, here is a link to a movie, the very one I'm making right now. So as soon as I am done making this movie, I am going to post it in YouTube, and then I will put the hot link right here. Now I showed you how to go in through the control panel. The only thing that you have to go in and access through the control panel is announcements. See, when you go into announcements, you'll notice there's nothing up in this upper right hand corner. Yet if we go to course information, if we go to documents, or we go to assignments, you see this fabulous little edit view here. Let's go back to course info. Remember how before I took you in through the control panel? Here's a shortcut. You click edit view and boom, you are back into the place where you can do all your editing. If you wanted to add a new item, you click item. This is an example. And then whatever text you wanted to add, dear students, blah blah blah, attach your file and submit. You added it and there it is. Now again, to see what the students see, I can either go back to the beginning or I can just click display view and I'm back at the display or student view. And if you accidentally put something in and you don't like it, go back into the edit mode and click remove. Now once you remove something, it is gone. So please do not remove something unless you are sure you do not want it there. Okay, so we've got course information, we've got staff information, we've got course documents. This is where you can post anything you want your students to download and read. This is where assignments, pretty obvious. The communication board can get a little messy. I actually don't recommend that my students use it, but students like to have it. This way they can send an email easily to anyone who's in here if they want to see the roster of who else is out there. You can create group pages, but it gets a little messy. You can go in through the discussion board this way, but why bother when you've got a nice clean button? Collaboration, if you really want to do synchronous, meaning at the same time, group work, meeting online together, why don't we discuss it? Because it's good to do, but it's actually pretty complicated. And then again, announcements, which is the default where everybody goes into automatically. Discussion board, you do have to open the first conversational thread, and I'll show you an example. Here is a form for invisible walls. You notice there is no thread here. The professor always has to put the first post to make the conversation live. So I'm just going to say opening, and it helps if you can spell, opening chat. Okay, we'll go in and put something in here later, but you see, once I submit it, okay, it is there for the other students to come in and reply, add their own thread, whatever. Students cannot start their own thread until you've opened the chat. So that is pretty much this in a nutshell. You've got your tools if you want to use the wiki, which is a fabulous tool for collaboration. And if you've got the students blogging or using the online journals, they should be able to access that. There's the blog tool. If you use the wiki a lot, if you use the blog a lot, let me know and I'll just add buttons on the side so students don't have to go through tools. And then back to announcements, which again is the default where everybody comes into anyway. So that was a very quick walkthrough. If there's anything that you would like to go through a little more slowly, this is me right here, Dr. Kimberly Green. I love reading about myself in third person, but there is my email. Please, you are more than welcome anytime. I am a bona fide geek. I really love this stuff, and I am more than happy to help you. So there you are. Welcome to the Brandman University experience. We are very happy to have you. Thank you.